Hello everyone, welcome to the weekly video review for the market. And tonight I'm going to do something special. We are going to look at the US index first. Then we move on to the Singapore stocks to talk about stocks that may potentially move up or down. Right. So without further ado, let's start with the US market. So what do we have on the US market here? As you can see from the screen, we have the Dow. And the Dow is actually still on the uptrend, but last night it floated to form a shooting star. So this shooting star may be leading it to some downward movement. And case in point is where you can see here, where this shooting star met with a black candle confirmation as Dow pulled back slightly, not so much. So you can see Dow actually pulled back only 2.2%. So if the uptrend remains intact, I hope that if it's a 2.2%, it should pull back to retest this support level around here. So 2.2% is around here, where the support level is around at this level, this region. And from there, if the market can continue to go up, then it will be a super uptrend for the Dow. Now, from many who trade the US market may observe that seems like the index are going up, but not most of the stocks. Mainly because what we experience here is that only selective stocks that are going up. Say, for example, I observed that the banks are going up, JPM, GS, they are moving up. But what sectors are coming down? The tech sectors are actually quite badly hit, especially those that are related to the cryptocurrency. Okay, last night, if you were to watch the market, you are watching a horror show. Of course, if you're shorter, it is like a nice show where you can enjoy with a popcorn. So the Nasdaq last night, out of the blue, just gapped down, right, confirming this doji where it sell all the way down with a strong black candle, and it broke support. So as of now, the futures are red. So the Dow futures, the Nasdaq, the S&P futures are red, and what we may expect is that the US market may be opened down again. And if it opened down again, see where the Nasdaq will land, because you can compare the charts. So let me just compare side by side. You can see how different they are. The Dow is actually moving uptrend nicely, but the Nasdaq, the uptrend is no longer intact, where you see lower high, okay, and of course up and coming lower low. So that's a formation of a downtrend. Now S&P 500 is in between the Dow and the Nasdaq, because they are the maker of composite of these two index, and there's some overlapping. So it is well cushioned, and it did not really pull back. And in fact, the chart is still on uptrend, except that yesterday they have decided to pull back, probably some profit taking for the S&P 500. Generally, the trend remains intact for S&P 500 and Dow, but Nasdaq, it's horrible. Okay, one word to describe is horrible. So what we are looking forward for S&P 500, if tonight it can't recover, we do expect major support at 4129 to hold. Okay, what Dow, the support level to look out for is first 34260. Then we have Nasdaq. Of course, if we continue to go down, you fill up the gap over here, which is 1367. That will continue the downtrend. Okay, so let's switch to the Singapore stocks. Okay, so having since the US market is this bad, of course, our Singapore stocks are not spared. Due to the poor performance last night, of course, the negative performance last night, the Singapore index actually had a very bad day where it got down and opened lower and moved all the way down to test 3141 level. And this is a major support level and crucial one. Why? Because once it breaks down, it confirms this topish pattern. So the whole level actions over here is actually signify some top. In fact, it looks like topish pattern. Okay, and when we see a breakdown, we may expect a downward spiral action all the way down, perhaps to the gap as the projected level projection suggests. Okay, 3051. If the index decided and choose to break support tomorrow. Okay. Now, if you go through, if you study the chart and go through all the Singapore stocks, most of the Singapore stocks looks horrible. Really looks bearish. Continuous selling, right? Very bad selling for the tech sector. Okay. Whether it's good result or bad result, they just choose to sell. Okay. Like for example, let's go to the tech sector first before we go to the banking sector. ISDN. Unbelievable, fantastic result, help the stocks to gap up, push all the way up, very near to the next resistance. In fact, it tested it at 715. Then the horror show starts, where you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 consecutive black candles. So what's going on? What's going on with ISDN? What's going on with the tech counters? Why they choose to sell it off, this counter apparently looking bright in future. So is this a chance for us to, catch some at the low, at the bottom, and then of course, hopefully the reversal will come. There's no sign for reversal as yet. Okay, as if those who are following my emails, I do expect this to be a reversal, but the confirmation did not come in because this did not end as a white candle. So for those who probably may have taken a position, if you are still holding it, watch for the support level here. ISDN support level is at 565, and of course the next crucial one will be 555. Today, it just broke one support, which is 595, unfortunately. So the next one to look forward to is 565. Now, if tomorrow, if somehow miraculously can recover above 595 and close above 615, then we can have a whipsaw here, and the recovery may be well on its way. So if that happens, then we're going to watch the level at 65, which forms a minor resistance. Then once it clears 65, then it will be 715. But for the time being, just watch for this white candle. If you notice, it actually had series of black candle over here as well, and then one white candle has helped it to rebound strongly. So hopefully this white candle do appear. Okay. Next, we have Frencken. Consecutive selling as well, all the way down, one straight line down with no apparent rebound. And it brings this counter to the support level at 135, very important support. Why? Once it breaks this support level, it has one minor one at 132, and then once it clear, all hell break loose, we see a very far and very low support at 117. Now, they form an inverted hammer, and again, like ISDN, it need a white candle confirmation, which is somewhere around here. Then we have chance to rebound. Then we want to see it cross above 147. As of now, we just have to wait for tomorrow's outcome. UMS reported good result last night. This morning in my email I shared. Unfortunately, it still gapped down. Okay, just as what they had done last time. This gap was caused by the result. Bad result, it gaps down. Good result, also gap down. So when this gap down happened, you realize that this forms a topish formation where it start a new trend. Why? Because now we see high over here, low over here, lower low. Of course, next, if it's a dead cat bounce, it should fill out halfway, which it should down about 133. Then after that, push down lower. So let me illustrate for you. If it's a dead cat bounce and a downtrend, should go down lower and then go all the way down like this. But of course, I'm not so pessimistic. I'm looking at likewise to Frencken and ISDN. If there is a white candle confirmation and tomorrow it has a nice white candle that fill up the gap immediately and immediately test this level at 139, we have a potential change in direction. Okay, so we shall see what's going to happen tomorrow. AEM, bad results, doesn't meet expectations, not as what we would like to see. Hit support level at 337 with a nice doji over here. Again, right? So you can see there's out of the four tech counters, we have around two that is signaling for some rebound, some form of rebound, but all needs the same kind of confirmation, which is a white candle. So white candle like this. Okay, just to illustrate to you how it looks like, white candle. So many might wonder when I say white candle, white candle, white candle, what does white candle looks like? Oh yes, we need not just white candles, something like this that can help to propel a rebound. Okay. Now, usually if you see the white candle, how does this white candle tells you that it is going to rebound or goes up further? Well, white candle is the first step. That is just the first step. What we are looking forward to is the next consecutive few more candles. If there's a follow through buying, that would help, you know. And of course, sentiments plays a part. When we are looking at the sentiment now, of course, with Nasdaq, with the tech sectors in the US market being freely sell like hotcake, our tech sector definitely would take a hit because our local tech sectors has their customer in the US as well. Like for example, UMS, AMAC, AEM, we have Intel, etc., etc. Okay, so let's see whether is there anything tomorrow. Now the banks start to pull back. Yesterday, OCBC was strong. It went as high as 1277. Then you got sold all the way down, forming a shooting star. Today form a black candle confirmation with a gap down and further selling. Look at the volume, it's not low, not low. So if selling continue to take place, definitely the index will break its support. And if the OCBC land at $12, we can look out for some signal to get into this counter. If the volume is extremely high below $12, so let's say the volume is around 12 million and is slightly below $12, maybe you can consider adding some positions over there. Okay, DBS, of course, disclaimer still apply. Before I go to DBS, disclaimer still apply. Below 12, we can take a look, and then maybe it is a good counter to invest into because the result is fantastic. The fundamentals, ratios, data are fantastic. Then we have DBS. After dividend yesterday, today choose to move lower. If we continue to move down, the support level is at 2877. And once it tests 2877, it forms a double top formation. And this double top formation may lead to some downside. So everybody is telling me sell in May and go away. So is this the signal for you to sell in May and then come back in June? So if if you really turn bearish, the projected target is 27.56. UOB also decided to pull down today, so everybody is bearish, and look at the volume is increasingly high over here. So everybody has some significant selling pressure over here. Now, UOB, if you were to go and trade lower, the support to meet is 25.72. The banks looks like coming down. The SDI is on the verge, poised to break support, hanging out by a thread. So will it break support? Most importantly, yeah. Now I've been reading reports today. In fact, last night Propnex also announced result trading. This volume for resale condos has gone up tremendously. I just saw Business Time. The resale transaction has also gone up. You know, everybody is snatching resale condos, and has caused the price to go up. Okay, so this cause for inflationary fear. That's also the reason why the indices are going down. The only thing that is unbelievable is that when there's inflation fear, the market actually targeted Nasdaq, the tech and inflation. The link is quite weak in my opinion, but then somehow or rather they think that the tech is the best target to sell down. Maybe they have the highest PE ratio. Now, of course, let's move on. We talk about property. I'm going to talk about property. Resale is going up. So does that mean that the developer doesn't build new condos, and that led to a downtrend? Like for example, UOL, we see downtrend with lower high, and then there's a making of lower low because today it actually tried to break support. So if we really break support, then we have a lower low, and it may continue lower towards 718. City development downtrend. Another director just recently resigned. You can see the downtrend over here. Yeah, very nice downtrend channel. Seems like a descending wedge. So for information for those who doesn't know what is wedges, basically a wedges is kind of a pattern that tells you potential reversal. Ascending wedge is where the stocks potentially pulling back lower. Descending wedge is where there might be a potential rebound upwards. So this looks like a descending wedge. Inverted hammer. Today, of course, we need a white candle confirmation, and for a wedge to be successful, we need it to break above the downtrend line, go up here, form higher high, higher low, and then we see a change in trend. So will that happen? Capitaland remain sort of calm because the deal is still going on. It's just that I couldn't understand why people are selling down. Maybe they have no vote of confidence for the deal, or they just like to join the market and just join the party and sell down. Because of apparently we are looking at the around $4 range for that deal, and if you want to use technical to analyze, Capitaland support level is 354, and then the resistance is 365. Now, people ask me whether will Capitaland break 354 and go all the way down to 327. If that's so, I think you should say thank you very much to the seller to give you a chance to buy this counter, which has an ongoing offer at $4 to sell to you at the cheap. Thank you for their sacrifices, and we shall see whether it can rebound tomorrow with from this doji. The transport pretty bad. So where you are looking at the downtrend, very bad downtrend with lower low. Some might argue, is this a descending wedge as well? Okay, in my email this morning, I'm looking at if it breaks support. So meaning to say, if this counter couldn't break up here and in fact break here, then the downtrend will continue, in fact, more bearish. So if SIA breaks below, then we can see it may go all the way down towards 460 or even 443 level. Okay, the task is daunting for it to change its trend upwards. Why? Because with the new COVID cases sprouting everywhere in Singapore, and somehow Taiwan, they also got it, 7 cases, unlinked cases. Then we have Hong Kong and India, they couldn't control the situation, and still they had big mass rally to political rally to rally behind the government. Something not very correct. Okay, so with this pressure, watch for the break of the low, and it may lead to some more selling pressure. SIA Engineering break low, downtrend. So the so-called fairy tale is over, where you can see this these buyers officially sunk by all this selling, and we do see the support at 210 is the next for it to test. So for those who are holding this counter, probably got to wait a little bit longer, wait up for new trend to form. That's downtrend is a very huge topish pattern. Okay, you can see here, 1, 2, wow, and the neckline is here. So if you the break 377, all hell break loose. We may face some downward pressure, and this is the projected level. If the situation gets worsened and SATS choose to break its support. Is there any chance that this double top is going to fail? Yep, potential. But we have to watch. I'm not jumping the gun yet. I'm watching for 377 support to hold. If it can't hold, breaks down with extremely high volume, like for example 10 million. Wow, then it's time to run. Okay, so last week we covered FortressMineral, and I projected a target. I reviewed the video, and I projected a 655 target. Forgive me, I've been very conservative. In fact, this counter exceeded and went all the way up. Went all the way up to 8-9 today, and suddenly there was a huge volume selling down. Look at the volume, right? This led to the question, is the stock exhaustive? Okay, so unfortunately, because of this selling, I have ended my 3 months and 8 days relationship with this counter. I'm just joking, it's not 3 years and 8 months. I'm just joking. I got these stocks in March, which is around 3.2. When I posted these stocks first time in my email, I actually traded because of this white candle confirmation, as I mentioned in the earlier chart as well. And then I continue to ride the trend. I did not sell because I do not see strong selling pressure. No doubt you can see there's a high volume here, but the black candle is very small, so it's not very fearful. And a very nice pullback over here suggests there might be some more momentum coming. So indeed it came. And so today, with a very solemn mood, I had to close the position. It's a good ride, and I hope that there is more to come. And for those who are holding this counter, do watch out for selling pressure the next day. If another black candle comes in, do watch out, right? do watch out and do protect your position. If tomorrow is a white candle and it goes back around 835, fine, hold your horses, just hold your horses, wait for more signs to come, right? Case in point is this, just like to show you an example. Then I go back to the stocks that I want to share with you. Something like that. Okay, you see Union Gas, woof, long black candle, volume extremely high. But the next day, you can see that it managed to rebound. And although the third day, there's another selling pressure coming in. So you check the volume. Not very high, that's fine. Okay, as the stocks held steady over here, right, we can see low selling consolidation, low selling volume consolidation. And then the spring comes in over here, push the counter all the way back up. Okay, so this is what you have to look out for the next few days for FortressMineral. Geoenergy resources uptrend. So I like to highlight this because it's uptrend. The resistance to break is 2.2, and check out the volume. If the volume is as high as this and the candle is as nice as this, right, all the way up, it may go. So let's do some projection. So let's do some targets over here, maybe as high as 245. Well, in terms of percentage, it's about 11%, but if you think about the actual movement in cents, it's only 2.5 cents. But still, an uptrending stocks, probably not to be missed. Del Monte pack uptrending as well, consolidating as usual, where you see similar patterns are coming back again. So where this counter go up and test the resistance at 3.6, was highlighted in my email to my supporters at 3.6 yesterday. 3.6 was the resistance that was highlighted. Okay, so we shall see whether it can go and test 3.6 resistance. Right, with this, thank you very much for your support for viewing this video, and for those who have subscribed to my channel, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, so that when new videos are posted, you get notified by YouTube. Okay, so with this, have a good short week. So a good week ahead. This Thursday we celebrate Hari Raya. For those who celebrate Hari Raya, very happy Hari Raya to you. Okay, so good day and good night.